my goodness. I told you, Chris, he can play. He threw that up as a blind pass.
Did you know the shortest player in the NBA just made one of the biggest plays of the preseason? Yuki Kawamura, standing at just 5'8", pulled off a no-look pass so incredible, it's been viewed over 500,000 times on Twitter in just hours. But here's a stat that'll blow your mind. Kawamura is not just some lucky rookie. He was the MVP of Japan's B-League last season, averaging 20.9 points and 8 assists per game. Now he's bringing that magic to the NBA, and even stars like Ja Morant can't believe what they're seeing. Want to know how this statistical anomaly is changing the game? Let's dive in. You know what's wild? Yuki Kawamura is barely 5'8". That's shorter than most high school players. But don't let his size fool you. This guy's got game that's larger than life.
In Paris,
he throws his pass with enough of a bounce that Huff is able to get over and get to it. Wiseman got a little mesmerized.
Let's talk about how Kawamura became a star in Japan. He was absolutely crushing it in the B-League. We're talking insane numbers here, averaging over 20 points and 8 assists per game. That's not just good, that's MVP level stuff. But here's where it gets crazy. Kawamura wasn't just dominating in Japan. He went toe-to-toe with NBA talent in the Olympics. Imagine this. Kawamura dropping 29 points against France. That's not a typo. 29 points against guys who tower over him. He was weaving through defenders like they were standing still, hitting shots that had no business going in. You're probably thinking, no way this guy can make it in the NBA.
I think Yuki definitely stole the show today. He's a joy to be around. He's a character.
He's full of energy. He's got, bubbling personality.
Well, the Grizzlies thought differently. They saw something special in Kawamura. His court vision is like he's got eyes in the back of his head. His speed, he's like a human blur out there. And his ability to make plays out of nowhere, it's like he's got a magician's wand instead of a basketball. The Grizzlies took a chance and signed him. Now he's the shortest player in the NBA, but he's proving height doesn't matter. Every time he steps on the court, it's like he's saying, size? That's just a number. He's out there making plays that even 7-footers can't pull off. And that brings us to the moment that had everyone, including Ja Morant, losing their mind. Picture this, it's a preseason game. No one's expecting fireworks, but Kawamura, he had other plans. He gets the ball, and in a split second, he does something that makes everyone's jaw drop.
At 5'8", but Japanese guard Yuki Kawamura got the biggest cheers from the crowd as he whipped out the gritty with Ja Morant to beat out the other rookies in the annual dance comp.
You won't believe what happens next. What if I told you a single pass could change everything? In just one play, Kawamura went from who's that guy to how did he do that? Let's break down the moment that had Ja Morant jumping out of his seat and millions of fans hitting the replay button. Picture this, it's a preseason game against the Indiana Pacers. No one's expecting anything crazy, right? But Kawamura, he had other plans. He gets the ball, and in a split second, he does something that makes everyone's jaw drop. Without even looking, yeah, you heard that right. Kawamura throws a pass that threads through defenders like they're not even there. It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head. The ball zooms past everyone and finds its way to Jay Huff. Huff's so surprised, he almost forgets to dunk it. You know what's insane? This pass went viral faster than a cat video. We're talking over 500,000 views on Twitter in just hours. But wait, it gets crazier. On Instagram, 49,000 likes. Just like that. It's like the whole internet stopped to watch this 5'8" guy make magic happen. And get this, even NBA stars were sharing it. Ja Morant, the guy who can pretty much fly, posted the clip on his social media. You want to know how many views Morant's post got? 6.3 million. That's right, 6.3 million people watched Kawamura's pass because Ja Morant couldn't believe what he just saw from this rookie. But here's the kicker. Kawamura? He acts like it's no big deal, like he does this every day in practice. When asked about it, he's all humble, saying stuff like, I'm just getting started, and there are still many challenges ahead. Can you believe this guy? He just broke the internet, and he's talking about working hard and contributing to the team. That's when people started to realize this guy might be small, but his game is huge. It's not just about the pass, it's about the attitude. Kawamura's out here proving that size doesn't matter when you've got skills that make even the NBA's best players go wild. So next time you're watching a Grizzlies game, keep your eyes on number 17. Because Kawamura is not just playing basketball. He's changing the game, one no-look pass at a time. And who knows, the next viral moment might be just around the corner. Remember how Kawamura's pass broke the internet? Well, it didn't just impress fans, it turned one of the NBA's biggest stars into a superfan. Ja Morant, the guy who usually makes jaws drop, found himself jumping out of his seat. But here's the crazy part. This was just the beginning of the most unexpected friendship in the league. Let's talk about Ja Morant for a second. You know, the guy who can practically fly on the court? Yeah, that Ja Morant. Now imagine being so good that you make him lose his mind. That's exactly what Kawamura did. Morant wasn't just impressed, he was going wild on the sideline, like he just saw the greatest magic trick ever. But here's where it gets even crazier. Morant and Kawamura aren't just teammates, they're becoming the NBA's new dynamic duo off the court. You won't believe this. Ja is actually teaching Yuki how to trash talk in English. Can you picture this 5'8" guy talking smack to NBA giants? It's like David learning to trash talk Goliath. And get this, they're even dancing together. Yuki's out here doing the gritty with Ja like they've been best buds for years. During a rookie dance competition, fans were yelling for Kawamura to join in. Next thing you know, he's busting out the gritty and Ja jumps in to hype him up. It's like watching your little brother finally get invited to hang with the cool kids and absolutely crushing it. Their bromance is so real, other Grizzlies players can't help but notice. Brandon Clark, one of their teammates, said they're like two little buddies. It's like watching a buddy comedy, but on an NBA court. Imagine Kawamura and Morant as the new rush hour duo, but with basketballs instead of badges. You know what's amazing? Morant's not just goofing around, he's actually taken Kawamura under his wing. Ja says Yuki brings light and joy to the team. He's all about making sure Kawamura feels comfortable and encouraging him to be himself. It's like Ja's become the world's coolest big brother. It's wild to think about. Yuki's gone from being a star in Japan to living in Ja Morant's world. But here's the thing, Ja's loving every second of it. He's not just showing Kawamura the rope, he's learning from him too. It's like they're both rookie and veteran at the same time, figuring out this crazy NBA life together. This friendship, it's more than just headlines. It's changing the whole vibe of the Grizzlies. Imagine walking into practice and seeing your team's superstar and the new guy from Japan cracking jokes, perfecting dance moves, and pushing each other to be better. That's the kind of energy that makes a team special. And who knows, this could be the start of something legendary in Memphis. So you think Kawamura and Morant's friendship is cool? Wait till you see how Yuki's changing the entire game. Imagine a 5'8" guy making 7-footers look silly. That's not just highlight reel stuff, it's rewriting the rules of basketball. Look, we've seen short players in the NBA before. Muggsy Bogues, Bud Webb, Isaiah Thomas, these guys were awesome. But Kawamura, he's different. This dude isn't just making cool plays. He's changing how people think about size in basketball. Every time he steps on the court, it's like he's saying, height? That's just a number, baby. You know what's wild? Kawamura is not just surviving in the NBA, he's thriving, making plays that even 7-footers can't pull off. It's like watching a magician out there. 1 second, he's surrounded by giants. The next, poof, he's threading a pass through impossible gaps or sinking a shot over guys twice his size. And the fans, they're going absolutely crazy for him. It's like everyone wants to see David take down Goliath. During a recent open practice, fans were chanting for Kawamura to join a rookie dance competition. Can you imagine that? This 5'8" guy from Japan has become the people's champ in no time. But here's the thing, Kawamura's story is more than just basketball. It's about defying expectations, proving doubters wrong. It's about showing the world that heart and skill matter more than how tall you are. Brandon Clark, his teammate, said it best. It feels like it's two sides colliding. That's not just about Kawamura and Morant's friendship. It's about Kawamura colliding with everything we thought we knew about basketball. You know what's even crazier? Kawamura's success could change how NBA teams scout players. Imagine scouts looking beyond just height and wingspan. They might start focusing more on skills, court vision, and that it factor that makes players like Kawamura special. And that's why we can't stop watching. Every game, every play, Kawamura is writing a new chapter in this incredible story. He's showing kids everywhere that if you've got the skills and the heart, you can make it, no matter your size. It's like he's saying, hey, you there. Yeah, you who everyone says is too short. Guess what? You can do this too. So next time you're watching a Grizzlies game, keep your eyes on number 17. You're not just watching a basketball player. You're watching a guy who's changing the game, one no-look pass at a time. And who knows, maybe you're watching the start of a whole new era in the NBA. Now that's something you don't want to miss.